Happy New Year, Four Winds, and welcome to 2021. Most of you probably saw the digital newsletter last week and thought you were finally rid of me. Well, I'm back, and I really hope you were able to start off your new year on a good note. I know a lot of you were here working at the stroke of midnight and got to experience the fun, but for those that weren't, marketing shared these pictures of the evening. I was asked to express gratitude to all that helped to make the eventful night such a great success. Each and every one of you have a part to do in order for us to be at the level we are. Thank you for being world class. I know it's a new year, but we do have a bit of business to clean up from last year, and that is the Ugly Sweater contest winners. You may have already seen the announcement flyer, but we want to give the winners a proper shout out for taking part and doing so well. And I know it's called Ugly Sweater, but some of these are actually pretty sweet. I truly appreciate the time and effort that some of you took to make them over the top. Congratulations to all the winners, and thank you to everyone that participated. With the new year in mind, we had Serena Malat, one of our training managers, ask a few people that very important question.
So this year we're going around and we're asking different employees what their New Year's resolution was if they did select one. Did you select a New Year's resolution this year? And if so, what was it?
I did. I resolved to spend more time with family in 2021. Like most people in 2020, I wasn't able to see most of my family outside of my husband. Luckily, he still likes me. And so I want to spend more time with family, extended family, if not in person, then finding ways virtually to do so.
2021 glow up. So I want to better myself, spend more time on working on myself, and just all around feel better about myself.
Continue to do what I can every day to be better than the person I was yesterday, and continuing to be kind and spreading the kindness to everyone.
For my New Year's resolution, I decided to eat healthier, spend more quality time with my daughter, and really get moving more.
Anyone want to take a guess as to how many people typically hold true to their resolutions? Well, a study in 2019 revealed that 80% typically fail. I honestly guessed higher. There are a lot of reasons or excuses as to why they fail, but I read an article that talked about tips to be able to keep resolutions alive and well. A few highlights were to have a new approach, name them differently so that you will be able to view them differently. So instead of saying I'm going to lose weight, give yourself a goal of eating healthier for 5 meals a week. Instead of saying you will start to work out 5 days a week, give yourself the goal of exercising for a total of 2 hours, or even 1 hour a week. In other words, make it attainable. Whatever is attainable for you, so you can reach those goals and receive the satisfaction of accomplishments. Sometimes we set ourselves up to fail, and when we do, it's much easier to just give up. Small gains and small wins can add up over time to big gains and big wins, which help us to stay motivated and headed in the right direction. The employee events team wanted to let you know that if you weren't able to pick up your fourth quarter employee gift, you still have time to do so. In New Buffalo, you can stop by the training office on the second floor of the HR building Monday through Friday from 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. If that time doesn't work for you, please talk to your supervisors or admins to help facilitate getting your gift. South Bend is currently coordinating the remaining gifts through the admins, so talk to your admins if you still need your gift. The satellites are pretty much complete, and that's because they're awesome. I needed to suck up a little bit to Lori and Kenneth after the accidental release of their bloopers a couple episodes ago. Anyway, back to topic. If you are one of the very few left at the satellites that need to get your gift, please talk to your property managers and they can help. A quick reminder about the COVID-19 vaccine survey. If you haven't completed the survey, there is still time to do it. Log into your Casino Essentials account and complete it soon. Four Winds employees are being offered the vaccine based on availability. Receiving the vaccine is voluntary and will be provided at no cost to employees. We have some good news to report. The employee referral program was approved to start up again effective January 1st. So if you have family or friends that you'd like to have as coworkers or know someone looking for a new career, guide them to our career website to apply and make sure they use your name as a referral. Why would you want to refer people, you might ask? Well, I don't know about you, but I wouldn't mind being able to pick a few friends to work with. Oh, and there is also some money involved if that interests you. The new hire total reward is $200. That means on their first full paycheck, they will receive $100. Then, after 90 days, they will receive another $100. For being the referral employee, you will receive $200 after they complete their first 90 days. Not too shabby. The easiest way to get your referrals to the site is to tell them to go to www.fourwindscasino.com, scroll to the bottom of the page, and click on Careers. On the next page, they will find a link in the How to Apply section that says Apply Here. We are currently hiring for quite a few different departments, as you can see. So if you know someone who would fit into human resources, security, F&B, just to name a few, make sure to get them to our career site to fill out the application. There is a section of the employment application where they must choose referred by employee from the drop-down tab and type in your name in order for you to get credit for the referral. There is also a QR code that you can share with anybody that would like to apply. And why would somebody want to work with us? Well, recently the Best U.S. Casino website reviewed Four Winds South Bend and covered the history of the casino while also profiling gaming options, restaurants, gaming promotions, and entertainment. The article concluded by stating that Four Winds South Bend has been up and running for about 2 years now, and you can safely bet the best will continue to grow and improve. You can find the entire article at the email address you see below. And in case you missed it, we did include the link on the email for this week's episode. And we'll put a link on the intranet for easy access. I wanted to make sure that I talked about January 13th. It's a pretty important day. Well, for some. Okay, important might not be the right description, but it's definitely a day a lot of us, me included, need to know about. Next Wednesday, January 13th, is National Clean Off Your Desk Day. If you aren't sure if this is something that you need, just ask your coworkers because I bet they have an opinion on it. Actually, if you have to ask, then you probably already know the answer. Also next week, make sure to check out our video update when our COO, Frank Friedman, stops by to say hello and drops some 2021 knowledge on us. I was asked to remind everyone to stay aware of possible weather-related issues in regards to travel to and from work. And I think the meme that Ross Ratliff sent me this week is timely, spot-on, funny, and just downright cute. Take it from Baby Yoda. No zoomy zoom on the slicky slick, or you go boomy boom in the ditchy ditch, and have to wait for a toey toe in the cold snowy snow. Oh, my kids absolutely are going to love that I had to say that. Stay safe out there, Four Winds. Make it a great day. Thank you for watching.